Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike, and today we're going to open some more Ashes Reborn. This time Ashes Ascendancy is the new product line. This is going to be the big box. We have the new starter kit, we have the playmat, we have some of the cool little bits. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. First, we're going to go ahead and open up this big box. This is supposed to be the store all for all the cards. And we'll get to see how this thing looks and feels and all those kinds of things. Now let's get started. There we go. Let's get this thing cracked open. Alright, we got some foam blocks. Those are always nice when you're trying to get cards to stand up. We have some trays. I'm not sure what the trays are for. Oh, I like the handles. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull out these trays. We got some cards. Oh, these are going to be our dividers. These are kind of what I'm super excited to see, to be honest. For those of you who watch the channel regularly, you know that I love that game, Union City Alliance. Well, one of the things I really enjoyed about that game is when it came with dividers, which I think having a card game without dividers is basically a criminal offense. It should never happen. But not only did that one come, or card dividers, it also had that on the card dividers. That's excellent right there. Because there's so many precons in this game, and you're supposed to deck construct from time to time, not knowing where what card goes where is ridiculous to me. So I am so very happy that this big box dividers came with these card names on it. When this first came out, it didn't really, it wasn't obvious. It wasn't like they came out and said, oh yeah, we're going to have this on the dividers. At least I couldn't find it. The people that I asked who had seen the product didn't know, but I went ahead and took a shot anyway. Super happy that I did. Having these on the dividers is going to be awesome. So if you like to mix the precons up, I don't, but if you do, you can easily take them apart. And then we have the different Red Rains decks as well. Red Rain Ceremonial. It came with the Red Rains, the first one. Then we have the Natural, the Charm, the Divine, and the Illusion decks. That's very nice. And we have some Sympathy, Time. Here's a Corpse of Viros deck. We got these aspects, the Scourge aspects, Blight of Neverset, Siege of Lord's Wall, the Spawn of Shadow Wreck, Flood of Moon Cove, End of Argaia. That's what I'm talking about. Then we have the two new ones, which we'll be checking out here in a minute. We have the new Dragonborn. And then we just have some extra reference cards, campaign catalog cards, or dividers rather. These are just blank for now. But yeah, I'm super happy to see that. I was worried seriously for a second there that I was going to have to print out something else to handle that. So for example, for the card packs that I currently own, I just cut out what came with the card pack itself. So I had this list. But obviously I didn't want to switch that over to a big box, and it didn't come with every deck in the game because this is only for the ones that came in the actual packs. The rest of them would have been in the rule books. And there wasn't any for the Red Rains lists. So I was very happy that these dividers came in there. Alrighty, let's go ahead and slide out the top tray. And you know, as always, I want to know if you've got this on the way, if this is one of your favorite games. There's some more. These are just in the bottom. I hold some cards, which hopefully they make enough to fill it. If not, we will be very upset with that. All right, but there you go. There's plenty of card space. the whole top tray comes out. Some item token trays. Let's see what this thing looks like full. Alrighty, so how does it fit in the box? Well, this is every card I own for this game, other than the new stuff we haven't opened yet, which we will get to. And it fits, not only does it fit, but there's plenty of space. So we have all of our Phoenix Born so far, except for the 2 that are in the new box. We have all of our decks that came with the Red Rains expansions. The other thing I noticed when I was sorting this, and I thought it was pretty nice, which I didn't catch originally, is at the very top, it tells you what 4 Phoenix Born this deck is actually designed for, which is very nice. Part of the issue with the original releases, in my opinion, of course, was I had to go online to get this kind of information. And now it's just part of my collection, which is I'm so very happy for. So I want to thank Plaid Hat for doing that. It was a question I had before the box came out. I would have bought this box just for that information. That's just me. Not saying that's what somebody else should do. That's just a me thing. And then we have all of our Chimera over here on the right. Again, we don't have the Phoenix, the Dragonborn in here yet. We're going to open that here in a minute. All right, and then this is the top tray back in. My playmat that I bought off Etsy fits in here just fine. With my reference sheets, my little reference cards for the different magics and stuff. Plus, I was even able to keep my original paper pieces for the game. I'm sentimental like that. We have our trays. They're not even full yet. And then, as you can see, my Red Rains board is at the bottom. The tokens. This isn't all of them punched out. I still have another sheet that I can probably slide in here or put in a bigger baggie. My dice that I keep in trays I got from another game. It just keeps them all nice and neat. And that's in addition to having the trays that are designed to hold these, these items already in here, which I may transfer over to. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. And then the first player marker. Yeah, so far I'm pretty happy with the big box itself. Again, I would have bought this box just for those dividers alone. Let's go ahead and start with the playmat. If you can't tell, I really enjoy my playmats. If you've been around here a while, this is definitely not news to you. Did you guys get any of this stuff? Did you get in the box, the playmats, the tokens, any of that kind of cool stuff? There we go. Ashes Ascendancy. It is absolutely beautiful. Loving it. Exhausted dice pool, active dice pool. I like that a lot. My battlefield spellboard. We have the actual game itself, the starter set. Go ahead and crack that open. Our PvP quick start guide. Now again, this is going to be a new launching point for the game. This is the new starter set. If you want some of the older stuff, I do believe it's a print-on-demand system now. If you didn't get it during the last campaign, or if you can't find it out in the wild, which I'm still seeing it here and there. So there's that. But that's why you're going to have certain new rule books and things like this. So here, like this is the PvP Quick Start Guide, comprehensive rule book, version 1.0. Yeah, it's got some heft to it. It is 31 pages. I don't think the other ones were, but there was multiple books. A couple more token sheets that I have plenty of. This looks like an app with a QR code on it, if that's your kind of thing. Then we have our Dragonborn board. It opens up much like the Red Rain board does. That's very nice. Let's go look at some of these cards. Rowan Umberend, Phoenix of the Outskirts. These are alt prints, I do believe. We have Odette Diamond Crest. These are some of the OG Phoenix Born. Odette's one of my favorites. The new reference cards are slightly different. I don't think they're a ton different, but they're definitely slightly different. The new Dragonborn. There she is in all her glory. 30 hit points, which is 5 less than the end of our Gaia. If you guys haven't played that one, that to me so far, that has been the toughest Chimera they've released. If you have an opinion on that, go ahead and drop that down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it. That thing kicks my butt more than any of the rest of them. Has a threat 4. That's put on the card a little differently. Looks like 1 player, 2 players, okay. Then she has her ability. At the start of the Dragonborn's turn, remove 1 status token from this card. If you do, deal 1 damage to the opposing player's target leftmost unit or their target Phoenixborn if they control no units. I'm very interested to see what they do with this system. I was very happy with the Red Rain system. I thought they were really getting into a stride. Thought they had found their pacing really well, and then they decided to change it. So hopefully their new ideas combined with the old ideas really work for us. So we have our behavior cards, which I'll show off during the playthrough really well. But this one is behavior, ready spell 1, 2, and 3. Then we have an aspect, rapid flight. Yeah, it's just going to be the 1 aspect it looks like, which is unfortunate. Not happy about that cadence at all. I'd much rather have the 2 aspects in my Dragonborn boxes personally. This is a starter set, hopefully. Hopefully they're listening. I have 28 Phoenixborn already, plus the 2 in this box. That's quite a bunch of variety. I know some people would prefer more Phoenixborn, and I'm not saying they're wrong. It's just not for me. I would much prefer more opponents when I already have 30 people to check out and deck build with. But that's, again, that's just a me thing. The art on this set is beautiful, though. I will give them that. You guys looking forward to this Dragonborn? Is this the one you're looking for the most? And then our Phoenixborn, Aaron Frostpeak. Very nice. Ascend. It's got the new magic type on there. Very nice. See if I can find a couple. I don't know. I like the way this spell board looks there. I like it. Whirlwind, ready spell. I don't know if he's frost or wind or lightning or a combination thereof. His name is Frostpeak, so I'm going to guess frost, but then we have cards like this called the Skybreak Captain. It makes me wonder, or if it's just a combination of the 2. He's going to use one of the new magic types. That's very, very cool. It's not like I don't want any Phoenixborn ever. Again, I just would prefer more Dragonborn, I think. At least for now. Then we have Astral Magic. I like the symbols on that. Very clear. So one of the things... So I think what Ashes is most in competition with is another game very similar to this. Everybody sees on the internets when they go looking. I think that other game has a ton more oppositional variety as far as villains, baddies goes. I think Ashes would be very mindful to pay attention to that and maybe deal with that some more. But that's just me. I want to see this game grow and do well. Been part of the pre-order system for this game for a while, which is a little bit costly, but worth it to me because I want to see it expand. Love the art on this one. Look at that. But yeah, I want to see this go farther than it already is. So now I currently have 8 opponents in this game for, solo. I know it's a PvP first game, but for the co-op / solo version, which is what got me into it the most, I have 8 opponents. 14 aspects, 15 aspects now. I would like to see more variety in it. That's all. So hopefully Plaid Hat is listening, and hopefully I didn't upset too many people with my hot take. Spark Drone. But I'm sure for the PvP players, having more Phoenixborn to play with is probably key. So, then we have the Artifice Magic. I like those symbols too. I think they've done an excellent job with these symbols. They're clear. You're not going to look across the table or look at a card and be confused. I think that takes some doing. So, all right. Check out some of these dice. I don't know if the dice are going to show up on the green screen though. We'll find out. Here's the Dragonborn dice. Yep, they show up no problem. Those are all the sides, it looks like. Then we have the Artifice Magic dice. How they show up. Not too shabby. Little bee symbol. Must be very busy. I wonder if that's why they chose that symbol. The owl. Like that. Then we have more cards. Errata pack. This pack of cards contains all cards that received an official errata during the releases of Ashes Reborn, including those from the Frostwild Scourge, the Spawn of Shadowwreck, and the new errata implemented for the release of Ashes Ascendancy. If you are new and are receiving this pack in your starter set, you may ignore these cards. If you own any of the Ashes expansions from which these cards were originally printed, replace them with these copies. Very nice. Now, I have a bunch of these already. I don't remember this one being one, and so I'll have to go through each card, obviously. But I don't remember me having a different one of these. But yeah, there's definitely quite a stack here. Definitely more errata cards than I had. That is for sure. So that's definitely going to take some new updates because of the new system, I would assume. Or maybe it's just clarity. Charm Magic, these are new. Wow, very interesting. Divine Magic. Okay, we'll have to keep that around and separate. That is going to bring us to some bits. Okay, so here's the bits. We got them all zoomed in now. Maybe this will help. Very nice. Going to be our exhaustion tokens. Have our status tokens, and these are, if you've ever played Skytear Horde, these are very similar to the tokens in that game. They're very nice. A little lightweight, but feel good. I like this first player marker for sure. That's very nice. Then we have our damage tokens. Got a little pack of 10 there. These are still double-sided. So that's good to see. I like them a lot. Definitely not upset I got them. So for those of you who were worried and you have them on the way, there's that at least. There we go. And let's see what all of this looks like inside the box. Well, there you have it. Still fit my original dice trays. Both of the mats fit over here in this little section. The cards that I had in there had to be moved to a layer underneath. Not a big deal. Plenty of space down there. All our tokens are put away. I kept my cardboard tokens as well, so I just had some little foam pieces laying around. I cut them in there. Keep them separated. All said and done. That's how much space we got left. Over here for Dragonborn. Over here for more Phoenixborn. So they definitely got some room to expand. I'm not sure how much further they plan on taking this, but we may end up needing another box if they do well enough. At least that would be great. If not, just give us more of these. We'll fill this up. I can figure out these little token holders a different way or something. I don't know how they're going to do that. But overall, I think the system works pretty well. Nice snap lids. That kind of thing. Cool little errata pack they added to clean up the game a little bit. But there you have it. The unboxing of Ashes Ascendancy. and its new blings and playmats. I want to thank everybody for being here today. You know the routine. Drop the comments, like, subscribe, all those kinds of things so you don't miss anything we do on the channel. I want to thank everybody for being here today, and you have a great one.